Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're getting into something really influential, but maybe often overlooked. These subtle, everyday habits that quietly shape our reputation. It's not always the big dramatic actions, is it?
Yeah.
Often it's the small stuff, the day-to-day things.
Absolutely. Consistency is key, for better or worse.
So we've got this great video guiding us today called 10 Habits That Are Secretly Killing Your Reputation.
Huh?
Now, killing your reputation sounds, well, pretty intense.
It does. A bit dramatic, perhaps.
But it really captures how these little things can chip away at how people see you. Sometimes you don't even notice it happening until, the damage is done.
Right. It creeps up on you.
Our mission here is to pull out the really important bits, the practical stuff from this video.
Yeah, the actionable insights.
Exactly. To help you, the listener, get instantly more aware, more proactive about managing, well, your reputation. Because it matters everywhere, right? Career, relationships,
It's foundational.
just being seen as someone reliable.
What's fascinating here, I think, is how it frames that secretly killing idea. It really underlines a basic truth. Reputation isn't built overnight.
Or destroyed overnight either.
No, exactly. It's more like a running total, Small, consistent actions, often things we do without thinking, they add up over time and create that perception people have of you.
So this isn't just about dodging big mistakes.
Not at all. It's understanding that every little interaction, every choice, it's like a deposit or a withdrawal from your, let's call it your trust account with people.
I like that. Trust account.
These habits, they're quietly writing the story of who you are under the surface.
Right. And the goal isn't like perfection. That seems impossible.
Definitely not perfect.
It's more about just being aware of these patterns. Because once you see them...
Then you can change them. You have the power.
Okay, so let's unpack these 10 habits that our source says can silently undermine you.
Yeah.
The first one, I think this one hits home for a lot of us. Life's busy. Habit number 1, being consistently late.
Seems minor sometimes, right? Just a few minutes.
It might seem minor.
But the source is really clear. Punctuality isn't just about managing your time. It's actually about respect.
That's a really crucial distinction.
Yeah.
When you're always running behind, whether it's coffee, a meeting, whatever,
Yeah.
it doesn't just inconvenience people. Psychologically, it kind of screams a message.
Which is
My time is more valuable than yours. It suggests, maybe subconsciously, that you don't value their schedule.
right.
Or maybe,
Or maybe you just can't manage yourself.
right, a lack of self-management. And that makes people doubt if you can handle bigger things.
Like, if you can't make it on time, can I trust you with this big project deadline?
Exactly. Professionally, that perception, it can really hurt you. Cost you promotions, deals. People start seeing you as unreliable.
Yeah.
Your credibility takes an immediate hit, and it's really hard to build back up. That's a strong point. Saying it screams that message. Even if someone's genuinely bad at timekeeping, not trying to be disrespectful, does it still land that way?
That's a great question. Because often, intent isn't the same as impact, right? You might genuinely struggle with estimating travel time or juggling things, but the person waiting, their perception is usually that their time wasn't prioritized.
So it doesn't really matter why you're late, the effect is the same.
Pretty much. So the fix isn't just try harder. It's building better systems. Set reminders 15 minutes early. Plan for traffic, always. Build in a buffer.
Right, build a buffer into life. Good advice. Okay, so from disrespecting time, let's talk about something that directly hits trust. Habit 2, gossiping about others.
Ah, yes. The social temptation.
It is tempting, isn't it? Sharing a juicy bit of info can feel like a shortcut to bonding, maybe.
It can feel like that, yeah, a temporary closeness. But the source explains why it's such a trust killer, and the psychology is interesting. When you talk negatively about someone who isn't there, you're kind of breaking an unspoken social rule.
Okay.
And the person listening, even if they seem engaged, they're probably thinking,
Because they're talking about them like this.
what are they saying about me when I'm not around?
Exactly. It puts up a wall of suspicion instantly.
Makes sense?
It signals your loyalty might be, well, shaky, creates a feeling of unsafety psychologically. Over time, people just stop confiding in you. In the workplace, it gets you labeled as toxic, fast, hurts relationships, hurts opportunities.
That's quite sobering. Psychological unsafety.
Oh.
Wow. So how do you avoid it, especially if you're in a conversation and it starts happening?
It takes practice. The source suggests the rule. If you wouldn't say it to their face, don't say it behind their back.
Okay, simple enough rule.
But in the moment, try to gently redirect. Ask about something positive, or change the subject to something neutral you both share.
Deflect a bit. Yeah. And you'll find people actually trust you more when they see you protect confidences and stay positive. You become like a safe zone.
A safe harbor, not a gossip hub. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, staying on trust. Habit number 3, not keeping promises.
Oh, this is a big one.
So fundamental, right?
Yeah.
But we all slip up sometimes, big promises or small ones.
We do, and the source calls this a reputation nuker.
Huh. A nuker.
Yeah.
Strong word.
Yeah, but accurate. Saying, I'll do it, and then flaking out. Whether it's just forgetting to call back or missing a big deadline, it paints you as unreliable, flaky.
Yeah, flaky's not a good look.
And each time it happens, it's like a tiny cut.
Yeah.
A death by 1,000 cuts to your credibility.
Eroding that trust account again?
Exactly. People don't remember the excuses you made. They remember you didn't do what you said you'd do. Reliability is everything.
Death by 1,000 cuts. That really paints a picture. It feels like maybe the little forgotten promises are almost worse over time because they happen more often.
Absolutely. The frequent small letdowns really wear away people's faith in your word. So the fix is kind of 2 parts.
Okay.
First, just be realistic. Only commit if you actually know you can follow through. Saying no up front is better than saying yes and failing.
Harder to do sometimes, but better long term.
Much better. Second, use tools. Calendars, reminders, apps. Track your commitments properly. Being known as someone who follows through, that's gold. Shows integrity.
Totally. Okay, next one. This might be a bit uncomfortable for some, but the source goes there. Habit 4. Poor personal hygiene. Seems basic, private even.
It feels personal, yeah. But the impact is definitely social. The source points out that things like bad breath, messy clothes, skipping showers, it sends a strong nonverbal message.
What message is that?
That you don't really care about yourself or maybe how others perceive you. It's not just about looks. It taps into something deeper, like basic health cues, social belonging.
Primal stuff.
Kind of. Cleanliness signals a basic level of self-care and care for the shared space. If someone's hygiene is off, people might subtly avoid them.
Right.
It implies a lack of respect for yourself and for others around you, and maybe raises questions. If they can't manage basic self-care, how about other responsibilities?
That's interesting, connecting it to responsibility. It really explains why it feels so fundamental, not just like vanity. It's a signal.
It is a powerful one, often before you even speak. So presenting yourself well, cleanly, it's about showing competence, respect, self-awareness.
So the fix is pretty straightforward here.
Yeah, build a routine, brush your teeth, wear clean clothes, use deodorant. Basic stuff, but foundational. It genuinely helps make a good first impression and a lasting one. Can open doors.
Definitely. Okay, shifting gears to our digital lives. This is a huge one now. Habit 5.
Yeah.
Oversharing on social media. It's so easy to just vent online, isn't it?
So easy. Feels good in the moment sometimes, but the source warns strongly. Venting about your boss, your ex, a bad day, it can haunt you.
Creates that permanent record.
Exactly. What I sometimes call a digital shadow, past stuff you posted, maybe regretted, still shaping how people see you now.
Yeah, because people look you up. Employers, dates, new friends. They scroll.
They do. And if your feed is full of drama, negativity, it can make you look immature, unstable, unprofessional. One bad rant that goes viral.
Oof. Game over, reputation-wise.
It can be incredibly damaging. And as the source says, that digital stuff is often forever. Very hard to truly erase.
Digital shadow, that's a good term. It feels like we're all building this public archive without really thinking about it. Can you, fix a bad digital shadow?
It's tough, but you can try to mitigate it. The key is being super careful, curating what you post now. Ask yourself, is this helpful, harmless, or potentially hurtful to my image?
Be intentional.
Very. Use privacy settings. And consciously try to share more positive, valuable stuff. Over time, that newer, better content can start to overshadow the old negative stuff. Build a better narrative.
Good advice. A reminder, the internet doesn't forget easily. Okay, back to face-to-face. Habit 6, being rude or disrespectful. Seems obvious, but maybe it's the little things.
Exactly. The source points out it's often the small stuff. Cutting people off, not saying please or thank you, snapping at someone in customer service.
Yeah.
It all adds up, the source says, to making you seem arrogant or unkind. These aren't just isolated moments. They're like little windows into your character.
How you act when you think no one's looking. or when the stakes are low.
Precisely. Your reputation isn't just built on big gestures. It's heavily shaped by these everyday interactions. And those small acts of rudeness, they compound.
It really is those little moments that stick with you, isn't it? How someone treats a waiter tells you a lot.
It tells you almost everything sometimes, a real character reveal. So the way to counter this is practice radical empathy.
Okay, how?
Make a real effort. Say please, say thank you, listen actively, really listen. And this is crucial, apologize sincerely when you mess up.
Own it.
Yeah. The source says kindness compounds. Perfect phrase. People remember consistent kindness and respect. They'll actually talk about it. It creates a positive vibe around you.
You can feel that energy from kind people.
Okay.
Moving on. Habit 7. This one hits close to home for many, myself included sometimes. Chronic procrastination. Feels personal, but it affects others.
It really does. It's a common struggle. Putting things off might feel like relief short term. Maybe you even convince yourself you work better under pressure.
Huh. Yeah, the classic excuse.
But the source says it ultimately stresses everyone around you and delivers subpar results. You're not just stressing yourself out, you're effectively passing that stress on to colleagues, friends, family who are waiting for you or dealing with the fallout.
That's a heavy point, transferring stress.
Yeah. To colleagues, it looks like laziness, disorganization, maybe like you don't care about the team goals. Friends see it as unreliability. It just undermines trust. Makes people hesitate to rely on you.
So you get labeled as the person who can't be counted on.
Pretty much. And sometimes people try to mask it, right? Like, oh, I'm just waiting for it to be perfect.
Perfectionism as an excuse for procrastination. Yeah, I've heard that.
But to others, it still just looks like delay and missed deadlines. The impact is the same.
Right. So what's the fix?
Break the cycle with strategies. The source loves the 2-minute rule. If it takes less than 2 minutes, just do it now.
Simple. Effective?
And for bigger things, chunk them down. Smaller steps feel less overwhelming. It helps shift your reputation from delayer to doer.
That 2-minute rule is genuinely brilliant for small tasks.
Yeah.
Okay, habit 8. This one gets right to the core of trust. Lying or exaggerating.
Even the little white lies.
They seem harmless, right? Just smoothing things over.
They seem harmless, but the source stresses even white lies erode trust over time. Trust is like currency in any relationship, work or personal.
Good. Trust is currency.
Every lie, big or small, it devalues that currency. Get caught once, even in a small fib. People start wondering about everything else you've said.
They go back and question things.
Yeah, totally. They think, what else wasn't true? It's incredibly hard to get that value back once it's lost. It's about integrity. Your words matching your actions. Without it, your reputation just crumbles.
People start avoiding you if they need someone truly reliable.
Exactly. So the way forward is committing to facts. Stick to the truth. And this is important to own your mistakes.
Admit when you're wrong.
Yes. The source points out that admitting you messed up actually boosts respect. It doesn't diminish you.
That feels counterintuitive, but makes sense.
Yeah.
Vulnerability builds trust sometimes.
It does. Transparency makes people feel they can rely on you. They'll seek you out for your honesty. Builds a really solid reputation.
That's powerful. Okay, next. Habit 9. Constant negativity. We all know someone like this, right? The energy drainer.
Oh, yeah. The eternal pessimist, as the source puts it. Someone who just drains energy and makes people avoid you.
It's like emotional secondhand smoke.
That's a great way to put it. Emotional contagion. Just like smiles spread, negativity spreads too. People naturally protect their own energy by steering clear of constant downers.
So you become associated with problems, complaints.
Instead of solutions, energy, possibility. It affects your own mood, obviously, but it also just pushes people away, limits your connection, opportunities. Nobody enjoys hanging out with a vibe killer.
Vibe killer, perfect term. So how do you shift that? It's hard to just be positive if that's your pattern.
It is. The source suggests a practical shift. Cultivate gratitude actively.
Yeah.
For every complaint that pops into your head, challenge yourself. Find 2 positives. Doesn't mean ignore problems, but rebalance your focus.
Retrain the brain a bit.
Exactly. Over time, it can genuinely change your outlook, make you more pleasant to be around, attracts better opportunities, more uplifting people, creates a positive feedback loop.
That's a simple but potentially profound shift. Okay, final habit, number 10, and maybe one of the most important for connection, not listening.
So crucial.
It's not just about hearing, is it? It's about making someone feel heard.
Absolutely. The source says talking over people or visibly zoning out when they speak, it just shows self-centeredness.
Ouch.
Active listening is a way of validating someone, saying, you matter, your thoughts matter. When you don't listen, you're basically saying the opposite.
My thoughts are more important right now.
Pretty much. It's a missed chance to build rapport, understand different views, show empathy, all things that build a good reputation. It weakens bonds, makes you seem unapproachable, uninterested.
Yeah, we've all felt unheard. It definitely damages the connection quickly. I remember someone telling me once, just repeat back what the other person said in your own words. Simple check.
That's a classic active listening technique and exactly what the source recommends as a fix.
Really?
Yeah. Practice it, make eye contact, nod, ask clarifying questions, paraphrase like you said. These things show you're engaged. It strengthens relationships, makes you seem thoughtful, empathetic, builds that reputation as someone who values others.
Wow. So, looking back at all 10, being late, gossiping, breaking promises, hygiene, oversharing, rudeness, procrastination, lying, negativity, not listening.
It's quite a list.
It's striking how they're all kind of small daily things, but add them up, and they really weave the picture people have of you.
They absolutely do. The silent weavers of reputation.
But here's the good news, right? The main takeaway. Every single one of these,
Yeah.
you can change them, starting whenever, today.
That's the empowering part. They're within your control.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now?
Mm-hmm.
It means you've got the power here. You can take steps, make changes, grow, build that reputation intentionally.
Yeah.
And the source actually gives a cool bonus challenge. Audit your habits with a journal for 7 days.
Interesting. Like self-observation.
Yeah, but don't feel like you have to tackle all 10 at once. That's probably too much.
Definitely overwhelming.
Just pick one, the one that maybe resonated the most or poked you a bit, and focus on shifting just that one habit this week. Even a small change.
Can have a big ripple effect.
It's
Absolutely.
It really can.
Which leads to maybe a final thought, or rather a question for you to ponder.
Oh, yeah.
Beyond fixing these individual habits, think about how small, consistent acts of just being aware, making intentional changes, how that could compound positively. Not just for your reputation, but for your overall well-being, your relationships.
The upward spiral.
Exactly. So the question is, which one of these habits, if you shifted it even just a little bit, could create the biggest positive ripple in your life? Where could a small change lead to deeper connections, maybe more success, more peace? Something to reflect on.
Definitely food for thought.
Yeah.
Which small key unlocks the biggest door?
Precisely. The answer might be quite revealing.